stay safe!
Rain! Rain!
Do you honestly believe that people can so easily put aside their differences after all the Alliance has done? You occupied Heimdall and effectively took every one of its citizens hostage, imprisoned the Imperial family, and let's not forget how you're now in league with the enemy nation responsible for the destruction of Gorelia Fortress.
What do you know? I was right.
How about you mind your own damn business?
Finally, Reen! Jeez! It took him this long.
Like I said, it was the only family I had. I mean, I had plenty of friends even then, but I chose to leave it all behind. I was 13 one time. I wandered the land, doing whatever I had to get by.
Don't even give me any of that.
There'll be no guards outside your room, so if you want to try and escape, be my guest. Just keep in mind that some members of Ouroboros and Zephyr are on board too. Not to mention me, Scarlet, and Vulcan. So if you're up for a gamble of your own, get ready to take all of us on.
Sounds fun.
I'll probably take you up on that offer.
Oh yeah, one more thing. There's this real cute visitor in the guest of honors room on the second floor. I think she'd perk right up if she saw you, so why not go pay her a visit? Just don't go making your girl jealous, okay?
Wait. Does he mean...
I wonder who he means. He said she's in the guest of honors room.
guest of honor?
Well, I can't waste much time here. I told everyone I'd definitely come back soon. Right now, I need to gather as much information as I can. I can make my choice after that. At least then, it'll be an informed one.
I don't know what to do. Ah, shit. I don't like being stuck around here. Guest of honors room, huh? Where's that? I come out here. Ah, if it isn't Master Reen, is there something that we can help you with? If so, please don't hesitate to ask. Oh, should have figured I wouldn't be able to get through here. Nothing in particular. Please, keep up the good work. Not finding anything out that way. Good day, Master Reen. My name is Albert, a butler in the service of the Duke. If I can do anything to make your stay a more comfortable one, do not hesitate to let me know. Right. The guest of honor. I mean, if Alphen and Elise aren't gone, I can only think of her because why else would they notify me of this? Is there anything I may be able to help you with? I'll do anything that I can to make your stay a pleasant one.
This should be the guest of honors room. It sounds like whoever's in there is busy. Might be better to swing by later.
Can't check in now, huh? Fine. Let's talk to all the people I don't want to talk to. This is gonna just... Told you I'm gonna hate this entire freaking intermission.
I can sense someone inside.
Come on in if you like.
Scarlet?
It sounds like... Excuse me.
I don't know, maybe it is. Why it is? Hello, Scarlet.
Hello there, love.
Don't call me that.
I'd heard you came on board yesterday, so I did wonder whether we would run into one another at some point.
Hello, Scarlet. Last time we spoke was a month and a half ago near Trista, I think.
Quite a memorable day for both of us, wasn't it? There's no need to stand over there. Come and have a seat.
I'd rather sit on the couch over here.
I'll pour us some tea.
You really don't have to. Well, I guess there's no harm in chatting for a bit.
These tea leaves really are wonderful, aren't they? Only the best for the airship of Erebonia's most powerful noble, I suppose.
I have to admit, the fragrance is like no tea I've ever had before. You're right, though. It makes sense if it's something Duke Cayenne personally chose.
Oh? I was under the impression that your family is a part of the nobility, too. Your father is a baron, isn't he?
He might be a noble, but generally barons aren't all that wealthy. We live a relatively modest lifestyle.
Oh, really? I wouldn't have thought it before, but maybe my family was actually more well off than yours.
And Scarlet, I heard she lost her old hometown when he went and built a railway through it.
What kind of family did you come from then?
Oh, they weren't nobles, if that's what you're wondering. They were just relatively wealthy farmers. We were almost local celebrities in a way.
Oh, I see.
You're wondering how someone like me became a terrorist? It's written all over your face.
Well, I can't deny that I'm curious. I heard that you lost your hometown because Osborne built a railway through it.
Oh, did C tell you?
Yes, he did.
No, I suppose it must have been V.
Well,
He never was one to keep quiet about things.
literally just went for the flashback. My mind is jambled right now, alright? Give me a break.
So, I mean, what happened?
Some things are best left unsaid, I think. It's not as if knowing would somehow allow you to change things.
I suppose.
You're so adorable, Reen. Now I know why C took a liking to you. What do you say? How about you come and fight with me and the other big girls and boys? It'll be fun, I promise.
Please stop teasing me. Anyway, thank you for the tea. It wasn't just made with high quality leaves, it was brewed exceptionally too.
You're very welcome.
Oh, actually, I may as well ask while I have the chance. Where did you learn how to use that weapon of yours anyway? It's pretty unique.
Oh, that? I suppose it can't hurt to tell you. The holy city of Arteria.
The Arteria? Where the high seat of the Septian Church is?
That's the one. It's called a Templar sword, and it's a traditional weapon in the church. A few years ago, I was studying to be a sister and was trained in how to use it there.
Surely you must be talking about some other church, right? You're telling me there are sisters in the Septian Church who use weapons like that?
There are more things in this world you don't know than you could possibly imagine. Well, it doesn't matter much now. I ended up returning to Erebonia before my training was complete.
Oh?
Anyway, that's all I'm telling you for now. I'll give you the full story if you decide to join us. Sound fair?
Looks like I
And if you
won't be
choose
hearing
not to
that.
join, well, that way has its own charms, I suppose.
Yeah, I won't be hearing the full story.
She ended up being a lot friendlier than I expected her to be. I wonder how much of what she was saying about being a sister was true. She seemed to really hate the Chancellor. I wonder what she intends to do now that he's gone.
Who really knows? Let's get this piece of garbage out of the way.
Good day to you, Reen Schwarzer.
What the? You're the Phantom Thief! You sure look comfortable. what are you doing here?
Why wouldn't I be? I'm as much a guest on this ship as you are. And who would deny themselves the pleasure of a ship so beautiful? The furnishings are immaculate. The food and wine are positively sumptuous. And I am of the firm belief that it's wasteful not to take advantage of the opportunities life presents you. Ah, and speaking of opportunities, don't just stand there. Take a seat and join me in having a drink. You've been blessed with the rare chance to sit and chat one-on-one with the most beloved thief of our time.
Do that hair flick thing, I swear I'll cut it off in your sleep.
I can't believe that's how you describe yourself. Well, what the hell? I'll have a drink. Nothing alcoholic, though. Funny. I didn't realize you'd met Prince Oliver.
Indeed, there are few even among royals whose palate is so refined as his. Between our shared love of beauty and fundamental difference of opinion on the nature of love, he forever remains an endless source of entertainment for me.
I suddenly feel very sorry for him. What happened down in Liberos sounds pretty amazing, though. I'd heard there were problems with orbital technology in southern Erebonia at the time, but I had no idea that was why.
So Phantom Thief guy was in Trails in the Sky then.
That magnificent floating city was quite the sight to behold, let me tell you. Oh, how I wish I could have shown it to you. It would have changed your view of the world completely.
It really does sound amazing. Wait, why am I sitting here having a friendly discussion with a wanted criminal? He has so many interesting and unusual stories, I got completely caught up listening to them.
Ha! A thief of my caliber can steal much more than objects, Reed. There. I was able to steal much of your time and your interest. Perhaps I stole your heart as well.
Like hell.
Rest assured that did not happen. Your stories were interesting, though, I'll admit. By the way, you wouldn't happen to know where Prince Oliver is now, would you? Last I checked, he wasn't actively fighting against the Alliance.
I imagined Duke Cayenne would welcome a man like the Prince with open arms into the Alliance, if he so wished to join. To my knowledge, he was always wary of the Chancellor himself. But I digress. I'm afraid not even I know where he is at the moment. However, I'm inclined to believe that wherever he's hiding, the Crimson Wings is there with him.
So the Courageous is missing too, then. Although the Duke's got some nerve if he expects Prince Oliver to side with him after he imprisoned the rest of the Imperial family.
But think, these kinds of things are simply what the great nobles of this country have always done. The War of the Lions, too, was brought about by numerous families of some standing backing potential successors to the throne. Emperor Dreikel's, as a late arrival to the war, was a mere exception to the rule. I wonder, does Prince Oliver think himself as the second coming of Dreikel's?
One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's military academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country.
I don't think he does. From what I can tell, he intends to try and end this war in a slightly different way from Dreikel's.
Oh? Do tell.
Don't have the time,
Sorry,
buddy.
but I should be going. Thanks for all the interesting stories. They helped me work through things in my head a bit.
I'm pleased to hear it. I will be waiting at the edge of my seat to hear which path you choose. Join us, and you'll be warmly welcomed. Naturally, I'm fascinated by you as the Ashen Knight's pilot, but I'm even more fascinated with that brute strength of yours. I would love the chance to see the power of an ogre up close.
I doubt it's half as interesting as what you're thinking. Anyway, if you'll excuse me.
See you later, Dick. Didn't exactly plan to walk in here. But hey,
Having to travel to and from Crossbell like this is utterly exhausting.
is it?
No, I mustn't complain. I'm doing this for the sake of my lord.
Didn't I see her in Legram?
Who goes there?
Who do you
Wait.
think?
You're the Ashen Knight's pilot.
You gonna come and punch me?
I remember you now. You're with Ouroboros. Duvali the Swift, right?
Have you no shame? Is it perhaps normal for you to barge into a lady's room unannounced?
I didn't exactly mean for this.
You and that Arseid are only as bad as each other, I swear. Learn your place!
Calm yourself, woman. Jeez. Is it that time of the month?
Actually, I just walked through the door normally.
Yeah.
I should have probably knocked before I came in, though. Sorry about that.
Did you have to get into your armor?
So, now that we're understood, what do you want? Have you come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side after all?
Not exactly, sweetheart.
Can you not jump to conclusions? Besides, it's not like you're working with the Alliance because you agree with what they're doing.
Oh, naturally. Lady Clotilde seems to have a purpose of her own. But for my part, I have no obligation to help the Alliance whatsoever. I'm simply cooperating because I was told doing so was necessary to the plan.
Plan? I'm not sure what she's getting at. Just so we're clear, that lord you keep mentioning isn't Vita Clotilde, is it?
No. She may be an Anguis like her, but my lord is the seventh, not the second. She is the leader of the Stallritter, the great light which guides us.
Would she... It probably was just the ghost of the Iron Maiden, but would she also happen to have been the one who shot the lance into the Nosferatu?
Gallant yet beautiful, proud yet merciful.
Slow down.
She's the strongest knight of all. And oh, she's simply divine.
I see. You're one of those.
Well, you've made it clear how great you think she is.
May I walk out now?
So the head of the Stallritter is also a woman?
She certainly is.
Okay.
And if you must know, 100 swordsmen of your strength couldn't hope to equal her. No, 1,000, even 10,000 of you wouldn't be able to so much as scratch her.
Okay, I get it. She's strong. Still, if she's a woman who could be described as the strongest knight of all, Laura already noticed the similarity between the Eisenritter and Stallritter, but she really does sound like Saint Sandlot.
I know, that's what I literally just said.
I see I've got you thinking. Incidentally, I may have already mentioned her title, but one can never share my lord's glory too many times. She's known as the Steel Maiden.
The Steel Maiden, huh?
And with that, I believe that's enough idle chatter. If you didn't come to tell me that you'll be fighting on our side, then we remain enemies. As such, we shouldn't be standing here being friendly with one another.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. Sorry for bothering you. Actually, there was one more thing I wanted to ask. You're not an enforcer like Blue Blanc or Sharon, right? Is there any reason for that?
You just had to ask. Enforcers are selected by the Society's leader, the Grand Master. And in order to be selected as one and given a number, that person needs to be burdened by some kind of darkness. But just so we're clear, there is no correlation between having a number and one's strength, alright? I'm quite strong.
Yeah, that's why you were the one taking all the damage, and McBurn was the one who really didn't even get a scratch on him. Sure, honey.
I didn't say you weren't. But it makes perfect sense. You don't strike me as someone who's carrying any kind of darkness with you. You're refreshingly sincere. Like someone who hates anything that strays from the path of righteousness.
I'll thank you not to spout such nauseating drivel in my presence. Now get the hell out of my room!
What a
She
pain.
chased me out. I'm really curious about the Steel Maiden. Could she really have some connection with the Lance Maiden?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Perhaps even with the woman who helped us during our August field study.
Maybe that was the Steel Maiden. You never fucking know. And I don't know who's in these rooms. Let's try this one.
I can sense someone inside, and judging by the fact that S is in the next room,
V, Vulcan.
Huh? It's open. Come on in.
excuse me.
Hello there, Vulcan.
Oh, it's you. You finished talking with C?
Yeah,
His name's Crow, not C,
no, it is C.
and he's never going to be anything else for me.
Oh, I know his real name. But to us, he's always gonna be C.
Pretty much the same to me, but in the disliked way.
That's our leader. He might be young, but each and every one of us look up to him and respect him.
Opposite feelings for me.
Anyway, take a seat. You got a whole lot of questions, I bet.
Does you asking that mean you're willing to answer them?
Depends on the questions.
Just out of curiosity, how many members does the Imperial Liberation Front have left? I know the explosion back in the mine was staged, obviously.
Sure was. Anyway, 10, give or take. We lost most of our members as soon as the war started kicking into gear.
Oh. Is that because the group's primary objective had been fulfilled?
Basically, yeah. We all came from different backgrounds, but the one thing we had in common was that we hated that bastard's guts. So after he'd kicked it, most of the guys didn't really have any reason for sticking around. Can't say I blame them for calling it quits.
Crow said that seeing this war through to its end was the last part of his game. Are the members who haven't left sticking around for similar reasons?
Interesting question. Can't speak for the others, but me? I don't really care how this war goes. I mean, I'm a former Jaeger who can hold his own in a fight. I've always lived for war, and teaching those dumbasses in the provincial armies how to pilot soldats is a job worth doing, even if it's a pain. If we disband, I'll find myself something else to do.
I see. I can't defend the assassination of the Chancellor or what you did near Trista, but I'd be happy if you chose to disband at least.
You're a funny kid, being oddly nice to us after all the shit we caused, don't you think?
The cycle of hatred's gone on for long enough. Crimes you've committed will never vanish, but no one wants this war to go on longer than it has to.
He's got a point.
It's not as though you guys want war, do you?
That's enough of the niceties. You've got time to worry about us. Use it to worry about yourself. Whether you choose to side with the Alliance or go against them, you've got a tough road ahead, whether you like it or not. Make sure to think long and hard before you decide. And if we end up as enemies again, show me what you got. On the battlefield, I mean.
Excuse me.
Think I might have been too harsh on the kid. Still... yeah. He's probably perfect for the job.
He saw right through me. He's not wrong, though. I should be worrying about myself right now. He seemed kind of different, though. Like he'd lost his spark.
I mean, the Chancellor's dead.
His sole
What
objective
else
in
did
life
we
seemed
have?
to be to get revenge for his old Jaeger Corps killed by Osborn. Maybe he's just not sure what to do with himself now that he's done just that?
Vulcan will find his own kind of path. Whether it's better or worse, who knows.
I wonder who's in here.
We got a visitor?
Come on in.
Jesus Christ.
Excuse me.
Had to deal with it one way or another.
Figured it was you. Sup?
Have a seat.
Sure.
Bourbon? I suppose not.
Too young.
Yeah, I really shouldn't. How come you guys are being so friendly, though? I mean, we're on opposing sides and all.
Why wouldn't we be? It's not like we're on a battlefield right now. We're Jaegers. Nothing unusual about us trying to cut some throats one day that's sitting in a bar with the same guys the next.
Of course, if you would rather fight with us, that can be arranged.
I shall have to politely decline. For one thing, I don't think I'd stand the slightest chance of taking you two down.
Hey now, no need to be so pessimistic. Fee seems to think pretty highly of you. Have a little more faith in yourself.
At the very least, you'd be able to give us a real fight in your divine night. Not that I'd have any intention of losing even then.
The scary thing is, I'm pretty sure he's dead serious. Well, they're used to taking out tanks. They probably have their ways.